Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So, if you've got a piece of property that all you got is trees, it's wooded, it's overgrown, and you're trying to figure out how you can be profitable with that piece of property, you're going to want to stick around. We're going to move a group of our big pigs into the woods here. We're going to talk about our fencing. We're going to show what we think is the absolute best fence for keeping pigs on a woodlot. So stick around with us for a little bit and let's talk about raising some pigs in the woods. All right, for just a little orientation where we're at on the farm. So here, this is the current paddock that Jack and Stumpy and the girls are in. Straight away right there, that's the cattle barn. That's where we had them during the snow. There's the barn that's fallen in, and there's the feed barn. So we've got them in this paddock here, and all we want to do is we just want to move them into the woods directly behind where they're at. And so we're going to walk around and show you what the paddock looks like, kind of what the lay of the land here looks like, what we expect. How much acre do you think this is? About
an acre.
About an acre?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got them on about an acre here. We're using this Speed Ride Extreme wire. I'll post a link in the description down below for that. We're transitioning to all of this for the pigs. The thing that we like about it, it's nice and thick, red and white, easily visible. I think there's 9 filament strands in there, stainless and copper. I think that's right. But we found that it conducts really, really well, even if you get a little bit of, this kind of thing, where you've got a little bit of debris on it and grass, because these pigs are going to burn up against it. That's just what they do. And it tends to hold a charge, carry a charge really well. So again, link in the description down below. So let's walk around, take a look at this. This is all wooded area. We're going to go, did we go all the way to the back of the property?
Yeah, back to the barbed wire area.
Okay, yeah. So we've gone all the way to the back side of the property. So let's walk up there. We'll show you what this looks like. And it's going to be nice. Pig heaven. Okay, so when we're ready to move, and we'll show you this in a second outside of just the concept of what we're doing. This is the corner of the paddock that they're currently in. This roll goes down the hill. It goes that way. So what we will do when we're ready to move, we're going to pull this roll off of that post, and we're going to tie it in right here to this post, which is the beginning of our new paddock. So that way we'll be entirely closed off. Then this wire, the one that we've got the end of right here that goes that way, we're just going to take it down. Then we're going to have one big huge paddock between where they're at now and where they're going. We'll take our reel that's down at the bottom of the hill, walk it up here, tie it in at that post right there behind Jamie. Once they move across, and boom, they're done. So these pigs are never outside of the wire. They're always moving, but they're always inside the wire. Makes it really, really easy to move your pigs on pasture by using this method and using this wire.
Some of these first ones right here, I didn't adjust the height on it.
These are big pigs, so we're setting at what, about 18, 20 inches off the ground?
Yeah.
And then once they're up here and we're ready to move, we've got all of this. And this goes way down over the hill towards the creek. There's a gully here, and then on the other side is where the feeder pigs are now. So just to kind of give you an idea of where we're moving things at on the farm. Plenty of space left here to rotate through. Okay, so here is the back corner of the new paddock. The pigs are right down there in the clearing, and then we've got all the space over here to the left, down off the hill there, that goes down towards the creek that we can move them to. We probably could get a couple of moves out of that, actually. Then this way, impossible to see with the naked eye. I know you can't see with the camera either. 2 ridges over is where we have that big group of sows that just farrowed. Between here and there, there's enough room probably for a couple of more moves for pigs. So we're up here in the woods. We got plenty of room, plenty of space. On this rotational thing, if you're moving these pigs, you want to make sure that you're giving them plenty of room, that they have an opportunity to distribute their manure. If they're going to fluff and tear the ground up, they're not going to leave big mud holes and wallows and that kind of thing. And we, guilty as charged. We've left pigs in a space too long in the past, and we're trying to, now that we've got more room, we're trying to do a little better job keeping them moving, especially since we've got somebody to help fence. So good space for them. This is the back side of our property. Here's the fence. This is the fence line. And then I don't know if you can tell with the camera or not, but there's some really nice fields back here behind the property. There's a pond over here down to the right. So we're just in a beautiful area. Good neighbors, don't have any issue with our neighbors. Everybody's been really, really good to work with and be around, and just neighborly like you ought to be. So good spot. Let's finish walking around. We'll show you the rest of this paddock, and then we'll open it up and let those pigs come across. All right, back here, still on the back side at the other corner, and goes up the hill, down the hill to where they're at now. And then we've got, like I said, even more space over here that we can get a move out of. Lots of hardwoods in here, and that's really what we're after. Of course, there's probably not going to be a whole lot now. The squirrels have probably got most of it, but we're looking for hickory, acorn, black walnuts, and that kind of thing, which is a great source of protein for these pigs. And to keep them moving along, keep them moving across the ground, going to keep a lot of this underbrush down. We're getting into spring, so as stuff's coming up, they're going to eat that, clean that up, keep the underbrush down, and hopefully let a little more sunshine down to the ground, and we can get some more growth out of these trees and get some new stuff started. So beautiful up here, pretty. So here's a little demonstration of what these pigs will do for your property. And right down the center of the screen right there is the wire that separates the paddock that these pigs are on from a paddock that they were previously on. And we're middle of March, and things are starting to green up around here, but you can really see a stark difference on that right hand side where the grass is coming back in, a lot thicker and a lot greener. Little bare around this first walnut tree. We'll put it in the center of the screen right there because there was a lot of pressure there. I think we were feeding in that area. But otherwise, this was a pretty rocky spot, and the pigs went in there and fluffed it up, and we've got some grass growing better than it was, and in some areas where there wasn't grass. So they do a fantastic job on aerating your ground, stirring up that latent seed bank, and helping to get some grass grow. All right, so we're going to tie the one that's coming up the hill off. We got the one coming down this way. We're going to tie it off so that we maintain integrity in both paddocks. And then we're going to go up here and take this wire right here loose up there at the top of the hill, and that will open them up into the new paddock. So we'll go up there and take that apart right now. Sandra tied this, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sandra definitely tied that, without a doubt. All right. So then we're just going to take this reel and go to that corner up there. You can roll that one up going that way. And we've got an open paddock ready to move these babies. Boy, that was simple, wasn't it? Yeah. How many other takers we got? Jack will go. So real quick reminder, May 22nd this year, going to be doing a Pasture Pig Workshop here at Sheraton Park Farms. Troy McClung and his wife Kelly from Red Tool House are going to be coming up all day, all things pasture pigs. We're going to be talking about fence, feed, water, breeding, cut sheets, the whole deal, soup to nuts. We're gonna cap it off with a really nice farm to table meal. We've secured some sponsors, so we got some swag, we got some discount coupons coming, lots of good stuff. Come out and be with us. May 22nd, 2022, Sheraton Park Farms, Pasture Pig Workshop. Links in the description down below. Go over and sign up. We'd love to have you come join us. All right, after you get them moved off, it's a good time to clean out your drinkers because they will dip their muddy face in there. You're gonna get a lot of mud and stuff in there. And if you got a field drinker like this, or even a barrel drinker, whatever, and you're gonna move it to their new location, wait until they are actually in the new paddock and sequestered in there before you drain these. If not, you're gonna create a mud hole right here, and they're gonna come over here and they're gonna lay down, and you're not gonna get them to move at all. So get your pigs moved before you drain your drinker. Some bowls. Hello, babies. They may not be interested in eating much being up here in this new spot. I mean, everybody's, then again, maybe they are. There's a bunch of them up there that's not interested in eating. Some of you that may have been with the channel for a long time may remember about 1.5 years ago now, we had done a video on one of our sows. Her name was Helen. She was a Berkshire sow, A-eyed with a Duroc. Helen had a lot of trouble giving birth, and we ended up with 2 piglets out of her, Pumpkin and Jack. This is Jack, and we had sold Jack to our friend Thad over at Climber Ridge Farms, and Thad texted me one night and said, "Y'all know anybody looking for a good boar? I think I'm gonna sell Jack." I asked Sandra, she said, "I want Jack back." So long story short, Jack is back. Jack is about an 18-month-old boar pig. He's a Berkshire Duroc cross, 100% on each side, so he's a Gen 1 hybrid. 18 months old. I'm guessing this pig probably weighs about 600 pounds. He's a beast. He is a huge, huge boar. Jack was the sire for a number of those piglets that we've got over in our feeder group. We're not going to be keeping those females out of that, so we're not worried about any kind of inbreeding issue. And we've moved Pumpkin out of this bunch. But yeah, we got Jack back, and Jack's in here with Stumpy, and Jack and Stumpy had a little come to Jesus meeting on day number 1, and Stumpy has given Jack a very wide berth now. So happy to have him back. Good boy. So again, this Speed Ride Extreme, we found that it works really, really well in the woods, carries the current well. And this is a good spot to put these animals and make use of some land that you've got that maybe isn't fit for, cattle, sheep, ruminants, chickens, running chicken tractors, anything like that. Pigs, they're going to do great in the woods. And again, they've got oak and beech and hickory and walnut and all kinds of mass that's going to be falling down. And that helps with their diet. And as soon as they've gone in here, right to work, digging, rooting, and looking for good stuff to eat. So anyway, I think that's going to do it. Like we always say, please remember to keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.